So we're gonna play a short comedy BL. It's called Aelfric the Wondrous. It is a parody of JRPGs, and it looks friggin' hysterical. It was developed by Lady Meowsith, and it is a short kinetic novel. The description on itch.io reads, Aelfric von Claymondt can slay any foe, even the Witch of the Great Plains. After all, he is the chosen hero who will defeat the Demon King once and for all. But it probably isn't written in the stars for him to black out in the town he just saved. He wakes up the next morning in a random villager's home. So it's a JRPG parody plus gay rom-com? It's a hero ex-villager romance. Let's play Aelfric the Wondrous. Should be fun. I love this. It's set up like a little JRPG. It reminds me of 8-Bit Lovers a little bit with the UI design. But all right, let's do it. Okay. I'm Aelfric von Claymondt. Okay, they look like a fuckboy. Oh my gosh, they look like they're gonna be a problem. I was born into this world with the singular goal of defeating the Demon King, okay? I am blessed with charming good looks, wisdom that rivals the great sages, and of course, the legendary sword, Bloodborne. Okay, they're cocky. Nothing stands between me and my quest, for even I love myself the way I am. Okay. Okay, this man is a menace. Or so I thought. Oh, okay. It's giving Lestat. Okay. Is this really okay? My house is nearby. I don't want to bother the others, okay? All right. Good grief. Who knew the noble hero was such a lightweight? Did he pass out drinking? Unhand me. He's so feisty. Release me this instant. I am warning you, I'm... Aelfric von Claymondt vomits on the poor villager. However, the villager is calm as though he deals with this scenario every day. You must be wondering how someone as dignified as a Claymondt arrived at this situation. Upon defeating the Witch of the Great Plains, the townspeople saw fit to hold a celebration for yours truly. As expected, I had been awarded the town's finest riches. Several women desired my hand in marriage, and my cup was full to the brim with ale. Claymonts are predisposed to smiting foes. Okay. As well as alcohol intolerance, regrettably. Oh, why are you drinking? In due time, Aelfric's vision grows dark, and he passes out. The feeling is similar to being wiped out on the battlefield. I love the game music. The hero awakens the next day, nursed back to full health. Okay. So wait, does your health just rejuvenate like that? Because that's wild. Blast, just where am I? Morning light seeps from the windows as Aelfric blinks. There's a villager across the room. Okay. Aelfric vaguely remembers talking to him at the bar before he was stricken by intemperance. He had rambled on about his previous jaunts. The knight had a habit of telling anything and anyone everything about his life and announcing his presence regardless of whether it was necessary or not. Such as now, for example. Aha! So, it was you who recovered me. I will not forget your kindness, sir. You shall be compensated handsomely in coin. Aelfric wobbles out, hungover, and falls flat on his face. He doesn't feel it, not really. He's quickly hoisted back onto the mattress, and it's the villager helping him up. Okay, let's see this villager. Aelfric can't help but notice the veins on the man's burly arms. Oh my god, is he like faceless? Not so fast, your armor still needs to dry since you... It needs to dry. Wow, wait, do we not get to see this person's face? funny. Aelfric watches the villager as he pulls up a chair and leans back. He takes off his hat and wipes away a bead of sweat with the back of his hand. Oh! Aelfric had never caught a good glimpse of the villager's face before, but now he's sure to remember it. Oh, he's cute! Oh my god! Okay, he's hot in like a plain man of the land sort of way. I love the freckles. Can I have this one? I want him. And he's cutting an apple. I love apples. He's so cute. There's a sprinkle of freckles over his sun-kissed skin, framed by a wide, rounded jawline. To Aelfric, the most striking features are his eyes. They look so warm. I can appreciate a good-looking man. Okay. Okay, I feel like Aelfric is like an angry little gremlin bottom. That is not to say the villager is an ethereal beauty. He's kind of plain, really, but then again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Agree, he does have very plain features, but they work. It's hot. He's strong. The villager cuts away into an apple with a small knife and offers Aelfric a slice. Oh my god, he's so plain. Here. My folks always used to say apples were as good as any medicine. Aww. So, help yourself. I've got plenty. Oh my god, is he blushing? The villager eats an apple slice himself. These are very sour. Not good for a hangover. Aha! Is that so? The end was far away, and you didn't look too good. I hope this is all right. This is more than all right. What a noble man. But that is why I cannot bear to be in this situation. How humiliating to be seen in my weakest state. That is why I must. Aelfric flees. He ran away. Why is he a child? After thanking the villager profusely and crashing into several chairs on the way out, Aelfric dons his armor and departs. His heart is palpitating in a way it never has before. This is not the same rush of adrenaline and thrill he feels from fighting monsters. More than that, he cannot get the image of the man's kind eyes out of his mind. Oh my god, he is already smitten. Such a dork. When I return, I shall be a changed man. Just you wait. Just a minute. What was that man's name again? Ah, blast! You didn't ask his name? Several days later? Okay. I'm so glad the waterways aren't poisoned anymore. Ever since the witch was defeated, it's been so peaceful. I find it odd how no one thought to take care of the witch before that Aelfric guy. I mean, she's been around for probably 100 years. Let me tell you, Winnie, if I wasn't a farmer, I would have killed her myself. Okay, sure. With what? A shovel? Oh, girl. Oh, you know, a proper sword. The sort only knights wield. Uh-huh, sure, Edmund. Oh, speak of the devil. Winnie points to a figure in the distance. Aelfric's there, trotting along on his white stallion into the village. His hair catches the sun like gold and makes him insanely easy to pick out from a crowd. Ho, good citizens, I have returned. Oh my god, this guy's a pretentious butt. Blonde fangirl is insane. Oh my god, look, it's Sir Aelfric. He's so handsome. The way his cape billows in the wind is so dreamy. Eek! He just made eye contact with me. With a hearty laugh, Aelfric throws a handful of petals in his wake. He carries petals to just throw? The village girls scramble to claim them. I cannot. It seems that everywhere he goes, his adoring fangirls follow him. I don't get it. Can't they see he's full of himself? Does he just carry rose petals wherever he goes? I had the same question, Edmund. Wait, Edmund, shush! He's coming our way! Greetings, good citizens. I am looking for a man of the utmost profile. What? Good day, Sir Aelfric. Could it be you're looking for Father Lester, the archivist of Holy Rites? I hear he is deeply involved with the search for the Demon King. No, I'm looking for a man of less, religious origins. Oh, Mayor Barrymore did mention there's a nasty demon horde at the Salt Crystal Caves. You should go there immediately. I love this. Like, in JRPGs, there's always an NPC that's telling you what quests to do around the village. And I'm assuming that's what Winnie is. The helpful NPC. No. My inquiry has no relation to the Demon King. I should like to know for personal reasons. The man I'm looking for is a villager. Yes, a villager. Edmund exchanges a look with Winnie. But sir, we are all villagers. Is that so? Very well, I have no choice but to inquire every man who fits the description. With that, Aelfric marches away. Are you serious right now? Winnie, is it just me or is he insane? Rumor has it that Sir Aelfric talks to everyone he sees at least once. I guess for those noble types, it's not unusual. Yes, because he's in a JRPG. He has to talk to the NPCs. Oh gosh. There's nothing usual about him, period. Yes, this is like JRPG Cinderella. Surely that villager is here today, undoubtedly working in the fields, dutiful as he is. Aelfric scours the fields for each and every farmer. The only clue he's got is that the man was wearing a straw hat, so he walks across the rows of crops to get a closer look. You know how many people are wearing straw hats in these games? No. Absolutely not. Was it? No, impossible. I will find that man even if I must be here all day. I must have seen every part the bumbling drunkard that night. I ought to set my reputation straight. Deep in thought, Aelfric absent-mindedly trips on a rock. Of course he does. Ack! Are you okay? It's him! Oh my god! Aelfric expects to have fallen onto the ground, but instead he finds himself in someone's arms. It is so plain. Also, they all look the same, and he could tell them apart. It was crazy. Aha! You! Startled, the villager lets go of him. Sorry? It's you! Ever since that day, the fever that inflicted me has never gone away, and it is all you're doing, not the fever. You should probably go see a doctor for that. I love this villager. Aelfric smirks and reaches into his bag. He's shuffling for a bit, and what emerges is a beautiful bouquet of flowers. Not flowers. He presses it into the villager's hands. Oh god. Ha! Enough pleasantries. To whom do I owe the pleasure? Oh, Conrad, sir? Oh, his name is Conrad. He does have a name. A suitable name. I swear to protect you with my life. Oh, okay. This man is bonkers. You need not be so formal with me. You can address me by name. Conrad examines the bouquet. Did you grow these yourself? They're freshly pruned. Indeed, straight from the soils of Claymondt Manor. Although Claymonts are born of heroic blood, my mother was a gardener. They're lovely flowers. You put a lot of care into them. Oh my god, look at his smile. Oh my gosh, he is sprung. Look at his blush. He is shook. Conrad pauses for a moment and frowns. But I can't take it. Oh. I'm sure it would be better if you gave it to someone else. Oh. Aelfric doesn't answer immediately, too distracted by the pleasant timbre of Conrad's voice. Oh my god. He is a mess. What? And why not? There's no one else I wish to give it to. Will you be here on the morrow? And the day after, I feel like Aelfric has like a shrill voice. Yep. Very well. I will be seeing you then. Farewell, Conrad. Is he just gonna harass this man until he falls in love with him? From a row over, Edmund watches the entire scene unfold. Did Sir Aelfric really profess his love to Conrad of all people? Knowing him, this isn't going to go anywhere. Conrad's just about the last person who'd fall for empty platitudes. He's at it again. From across the field, Aelfric stops Conrad in his tracks. He points to the ground where there's a large puddle, removes his cape, and lays it across the ground. What? Conrad shakes his head and walks around the puddle. This is a recessive alpha courting a dominant alpha. That's what's happening here. Oh my god, Aelfric is crazy. Aw, how sweet. It's embarrassing. Do you know that even when he's away, he sends Conrad letters and jewelry? Oh my god, just who does Aelfric think he is? A delicate lady? Normally in this situation, it'd be between the doe-eyed damsel and disgusting noble dandies like Aelfric. No matter how you look at this, it's not right. Oh, Edmund, you're only saying that because no one's bothered to send you flowers. Poor thing. I'm not. Eventually, Aelfric is pulled away by his fans and Conrad is finally alone. Winnie and Edmund go to accompany their friend. What does it feel like to be Sir Aelfric's favorite? But this is hysterical. Like, friend, you're going about this courtship wrong. How about you work in the field with him? That might actually ingratiate you to him. Like, do something he likes. Conrad scratches his chin. Isn't Aelfric like this with everyone? It's real nice of him to give me flowers, but I can't take something like that. People would get the wrong idea. Are you kidding me right now? Conrad, how dense are you? How do you explain the letters and jewelry? I did house him. I assumed it was payment. As much as I'd like to entertain that thought, it's so obvious that he's courting you. I just feel like an idiot. When Conrad doesn't reply, or so much as react, Edmund relents. Well, maybe you're right. This could all be his idea of an elaborate joke. You two are so unromantic. I'm terrified to think how you'd approach someone you actually like. Conrad, Aelfric's putting his whole heart into this. You should give him an answer. No, absolutely not. Even if Conrad does indulge him, it's not like it'll go anywhere. I've never heard of a noble settling for a farmer. Oh my god, shut up! Let him love you! I have? Oh, who? Your trashy romance novels don't count. Okay, shut up. Edmund's a hater. Winnie falls begrudgingly silent. I'm sure he means well, but I think he's got the wrong idea, that's all. Are you serious right now? After several days of fruitless courting, Aelfric returns once more to the village. Okay. This dumbass. This time, instead of his usual attire, he's adorned in more civilian clothes. Wow. The legendary sword, Bloodbane, remains at his side. I cannot. I swear to God, if he's married, I will cry. Despite his humble appearance, it's still very obviously the noble hero Aelfric von Claymondt. Aelfric, sir? What are you still doing here? Haven't you already, I don't know, eradicated all the intrusive slime population in this area? Oh, I have embarked on no mere quest. Your bulletin claims there is a shortage of farmhands. Oh my God. I need to see this. Huh? Is that right? As such, I have enlisted myself, and I am anticipating Conrad's ilk shall guide me through the process. Why are you here? Conrad's ilk? Wait, that's... Gods, no. Ha! Are you perhaps jealous? Shut up. No, why are you pestering him when he's already rejected you? I am merely offering my assistance, nothing more. You would stop me from volunteering? That's not what this is about, and you know it. I must be on my way, lest I arrive late to the orientation. Edmund, was it? From now on, please consider me as a part of the team. Oh God, the secondhand embarrassment is intense. Not in a million years. Eek! I can't believe Sir Aelfric himself is here. Oh, that was a little too high for me. We'll be eating carrots that were like planted with his hands. Oh, good citizens, rejoice as I have brought gifts from the evergreen pastures. Lord help us. Aelfric throws a handful of wildflowers in the direction of the village fangirls and laughs. They squeal in delight. Where is he getting the flowers from? Aelfric, pay attention. Yes, sir. It's only Aelfric's third day, but everyone within earshot has already grown tired of this display. The farmers are supposed to be planting the new carrot field, not attending Aelfric's personal fan club. In the midst of Aelfric's training, he catches sight of Conrad and waves to him with a beaming smile. In doing so, he accidentally pours the mulch he's holding all over his shoes. Oh my God. When he notices, he frantically attempts to shake it off. What are you doing? Wasting resources. He seems earnest enough. Oh, Conrad is sweet, because I could not. Conrad and Edmund watch the commotion from a distance, and Edmund leans his chin on the staff of a pitchfork. Give it a week. Once he realizes he actually has to put in the hours, he'll bail. True. That's what all of those noble types are like anyway. They'll put on airs for the day and then spend the rest of the year patting themselves on the back for it. The way he thinks he can pose as a commoner is downright insulting. I mean, agreed. They watch as Aelfric jogs over to a nearby shed to grab something. Okay. It's our workload that's being taken off. Yeah, that's true. That's assuming he doesn't mess it up. The two are quiet for a little while. The sound of farmers talking, birds chirping, and Edmund repeatedly kicking the tip of his shoe into the dirt fill the silence. In his defense, Aelfric is posing as a farmer, but this is their everyday lives. They are farmers. They have to do this for a living. They're not playing games, and Aelfric just out here cosplaying to try to get somebody's heart. Like, it's like really frustrating. He's so dumb. I wouldn't be able to do it, the whole hero thing. Don't be fooled. I bet anyone could do it. You just need a fancy sword called Flood Drain or Wood Cane or something dumb like that. Edmund laughs at his own joke. It's not that easy. Not just the sword, but... Conrad gestures in the air as if to say everything. If it's so difficult, then why does he have so much free time to do as he pleases? That part. Speaking of which, is he still harassing you with those letters? That's not harassment. He could just throw the letters in the trash. I sent one back. He responded to the love letters? Oh my God. Shut up, guys. For some reason, a small crowd has started to form around Aelfric. One of the older farmers stands over him, face creased with displeasure. What are you doing, boy? That's not salt. Aelfric abruptly stops as small white grains spill out from his bag. Ah, this appears to be rice. What the? Who mistakes fertilizer for rice? Edmund, come and lend us a hand, would ya? We need someone to take over from here. Edmund rolls his eyes and shoots Conrad a look. I told you so. Yeah, he is making it harder for them. The next day, the rotation lands on Edmund and Aelfric to tend to the crops. This time, it's their turn to pull weeds in the freshly planted carrot fields. Edmund is situated across from Aelfric with a row of carrot seedlings between them. Edmund has his hand over a weed firmly over the base. This is something that even you can't mess up. Make sure you get the small weeds too. Ugh, why am I stuck with him? Good question. The seniors are quick to shove us together just because we're the same age, but that doesn't mean we get along. Are you listening? Is this all? Child's play. I shall finish this in half the allotted time. Oh, honey. How about we don't? Okay. This isn't a game. It's a job. What if Aelfric actually develops a passion for farming? Jesus. May God have mercy on their fields. The two steadily pluck weeds and discard it into a sack. Despite what Aelfric says, Edmund works much more deftly than him. It's the kind of speed that comes from doing the same thing every day. Exactly, experience. He could do it blind, not that he wants to. Aelfric looks on as Edmund gets further along the row, and the space between them widens. What? He barely looks as though he's broken a sweat. At this rate, I will be nothing but a burden to the farmers. You're already a burden. Edmund is minding his own business when suddenly Aelfric approaches him, pulling the weeds at a rapid pace. How much do you want to bet he is pulling the actual carrots? He's plucking them so violently that the soil gets upended. Oh God. What, Aelfric? This isn't some kind of race. Slow down. You're messing up the whole thing. Nonsense. I am nearly upon the next row. Oh my God. No, do not get to the next row. Edmund tackles Aelfric and they roll over the seedlings. What? So violence is what it comes down to. You are jealous of me. You're not listening. Edmund has to physically haul Aelfric away from the fields to prevent further destruction. When the other farmers see them, Edmund is fuming and drags Aelfric along by the ears. Oh my God. Aelfric is ushered off to the next task, but Edmund retires with a glass of water. How did it go, bro? Don't talk to me right now. This is your fault. He's not fit for this kind of work. He's utterly harebrained. I don't know what's going on in that mind of his, but if he keeps this up, I'll throw him out myself. That bad? Why don't you take a look at the crime scene yourself? I don't have the patience for this. He may be some grand hero, but he's still a noble. And a stupid one at that. He doesn't belong here. Oh my God. This is so dumb. In some ways, Edmund is right. For the first week, Aelfric struggles to keep pace with the rest of the farmers, and some of them are angry that he's distracting the village girls from work. Aelfric had some hopes of redeeming himself, but it's not even a day into the preparations of the new carrot fields when misfortune strikes. Oh, blast! Aelfric's wooden rake suddenly snaps at the point where the rake attaches to the handle. That was the rake Conrad lent me. Oh, it's a precious gift from your beloved. How are things going? Oh my God! Shh! Ah, Conrad! This is not what it seems. I will have this equipment replaced forthwith. It's all right, relax. Conrad kneels down to get a better look at the rake. How were you holding it before? Like so. Conrad thumbs over the broken rake. Oh, you need to hold it lower and put less pressure on it. What are you raking so intensely for? Good question. Oh my God, look at his smile. It's like the sun. It's so warm. Can you hold a rake wrongly? Yes, you can apparently. I want a CG of Conrad standing behind Aelfric and helping him rake. That's what I want. The slightly amused smile on Conrad's face causes Aelfric's heart to skip a beat. It was a beginner's mistake. I will have it replaced by the local blacksmith immediately. Such a flimsy tool has no place in the hands of a man such as yourself. If it were in my hands a moment ago, it would still be in one piece. So blunt. Aww. You should be more careful with these things. Back then, you also mentioned you would compensate me, but most people don't have the means to buy things back like this. Aelfric stares at Conrad for a moment before gesticulating wildly. That was not my intention. What I mean to say is, I will be more careful. At times, even I am unaware of how I may seem. However, the last thing I intend to do is disrespect you. Oh, okay. He's earnest. You must think me a child, but I do understand. Since embarking on my adventure, I have seen my fair share of scarcities. So when I make reparations, it's because I want to. I'm not carelessly giving out party favors. You just threw flowers like 10 minutes ago. You don't have to worry about something like that. But I insist. Oh. I refuse. Conrad! In some ways, Edmund was wrong too. After the first week, Aelfric remained as a farmhand. Okay, so that's the bar. Is it just me, or does it seem like Edmund's in a worse mood than usual? Did he lose a bet? Oh, does it have to do with Sir Aelfric again? He must be angry that Aelfric farms better than him. Oh God, girl. I am angry because he can't do farm work. He's broken 3 tools in the span of a week. Ugh, why is he still here? That was a rhetorical question, by the way. I know why. Winnie's eyes dart to Conrad and then back to Edmund. The shorter man gets up and makes for his things. Hold on, you're leaving already? I have an early morning and you have Conrad. But it's not the same without the 3 of us. Oh. Winnie's pouting, but Edmund leaves without a hint of remorse. After working in the fields, Conrad and Edmund visit Winnie during her shift. I think Winnie likes Edmund. The trio often talk late into the night about recent gossip or news while Winnie sneaks them free ale. Ooh. They walk her home safe, and Winnie's boyfriend, Peter, sleeps easy. Never mind, Winnie has a boyfriend. Conrad, did I tell you about that time I visited Peter at Hatchertill? Conrad had heard the story hundreds of times, but he nods his head for her to continue. I made the day trip last weekend, and the first thing he does is surprise me with gifts. There were so many I couldn't carry it all. Isn't he the sweetest? Although, a part of me wishes he sent more romantic things like flowers. You should have seen my reaction when I saw the axe. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Defend yourself? But I guess that's his way of saying I love you. Aww. Get you a man that gives you an axe. That's true love right there. Weirdly enough, it's how I know he's thinking of me and not some other girl, you know? So anyway, I'm at Hatchertill. People have begun to clear out of the pub as the night draws on. Winnie notices Conrad's empty cup and refills it. Isn't this your favorite drink? You don't even seem tipsy. It's only ale. Suddenly, the two hear a loud whistle from the other side of the room. Oi, darling! How about a refill? How about you refill my cup, eh? How about we don't? Say we did. Hey, and that's not the only thing I want to see. Ew! Gross. Oh, sorry, Conrad. One moment. Winnie walks over to the drunkard with a pitcher. This is the last one, okay? You said get the axe. On second thought, maybe it's time I send you home. Can you even stand? The drunkard suddenly grabs Winnie by her wrist. Wah! Come on, sweetheart. Not so soon. I can keep you company after closing. Ew! It's Conrad. Seeing the scene, Conrad grabs Winnie by the shoulders and pulls her away from the drunkard. He pulls her close to him and creates some distance between her and the drunkard. Conrad! She's with me. Don't put your hands on her. Eep! Not the drunkard going, eep! Oh no, a real man. The drunkard immediately moves away and stumbles out of his seat. My bad. Didn't know she was a taken bird, sir. Is insane. Let's get out of here. I don't know why I said it like that. After closing up shop, Conrad walks Winnie back home. He doesn't leave until she sets foot on her doorstep. Oh, he's such a gentleman. Thanks for walking me back again, Conrad. I'm sorry you had to see that. He sure was a class act, wasn't he? There's nothing to be sorry for. I'm glad you're okay. You were so cool back there, thinking on your feet like that. Thanks to you, he probably won't be bothering me again. Let's keep it that way. I always feel bad for making you walk so far from home, especially now that you live on the other side of town. Well, I won't keep you any longer. Good night, Conrad. Good night. Secretly, Conrad prefers the night walks. The air is cooler and everything is calm. It's the sort of silence that can only occur past midnight. Aww. Or it's supposed to be, but Conrad sees a figure suspiciously roaming in the fields. How did I know that Aelfric was spying? Little creep. A thief? It's too dark to see, but this wouldn't be the first time a few urchins decided to steal from the fields. Conrad approaches the suspicious person. They're a fair bit thinner, so Conrad takes his chances in a tussle and grabs the person's shoulder. Ah! In the span of a millisecond, Conrad's flipped on his side with a loud thump. He sees white, then the night sky, and realizes he's on the ground. Oh, okay. For a moment, he thinks maybe lightning struck him. By the stars! Of course. That's dark. Conrad, you gave me a fright there. Aelfric? Blast, you're hurt, aren't you? My deepest apologies. Not what if he's practicing. Aelfric extends a hand and pulls Conrad up. You're a lot stronger than you look. Do you mean to say I look weak? I am the strongest there is. No, it's just the first time I've ever been thrown around like that. Oh, okay. New kink unlocked for Conrad. Why are you here? Ahem. I merely wanted to check on the crops. Seeing everyone working so diligently, it's clear I need to hone my own skills. Have a look. I was taking note which crops were in each field and the preparation required for them. Okay. That's a lot. Isn't it late for you as well? I have a friend who works late. I was walking her home. As expected of a kindly, noble man. Oh God, his thoughts are crazy. Now that I think about it, I also walked you back one time. Did you now? You don't remember? No. But you woke up in my house. The adventuring life involves waking up in strangers' houses far more than you can possibly imagine. He remembers every detail of that night. Why is he playing games? I only pray that nothing deplorable occurred. At the tavern, you were drunk pretty badly. You told me about your adventure. Recited your poems, then you did it backwards. Balanced spoons on your face. Oh my God. This man was wasted. You said you'd do a handstand and laid on the ground for 10 minutes without moving. I want to see this scene. I need a flashback. I have never wanted a flashback in a game so much. I need to see this. That's when I decided you needed to leave. I have no recollection of this. To think that Conrad was looking out for me so attentively. Of course, that's his takeaway. I could have sworn you only had a few drinks, so when you started vomiting, I was real worried. I cannot perish sooner. Oh, he's embarrassed. I love that this is the first time that he's actually embarrassed. Conrad, how do you not resent me? I've seen nary a grimace pass your gentle visage. Most people would frown or scowl, even if they try their very hardest not to. Conrad shakes his head. Everyone gets out of sorts when alcohol's involved. And that night wasn't bad either. I liked listening to you talk. Oh, he's interested. Hope that's not weird. This man is going to pass out. Aelfric is thankful the night is so dark because his face is a laughable shade of crimson. Oh my God. It is getting rather late. I ought to turn in. We both have an early morning ahead of us. Oh, yeah. Don't work too hard, Aelfric. There is no rest for the wicked. The Demon King knows not to sleep, nor do I. Except for this night. Good night, Conrad. Aww. Aelfric makes a 2-fingered salute as he leaves. It's very much like him. Conrad thinks about how different it is from Winnie's cheerful wave. Good night. Oh, is he catching feelings? No. Good morning. I pray the day is faring you well. Sir Aelfric, hi! Oh my god. Sir Aelfric, good morning. Did you like the apple pie I baked for you yesterday? Why, of course. It was simply divine. Do you really mean that? This is the best day of my life! Before the villager can finish her sentence, her eyes glaze over and she faints. Aelfric instinctively grabs her before she falls over. Hey, what did I say about talking to the girls? You can say hi, but don't compliment them. Now back to work. This makes me think this is not the first time this has happened. He has complimented the girls, they have fainted, and it has caused a mess for everybody else. As you say. She's always like this. If I could faint on command, that would be me in Sir Aelfric's arms right now. What the heck? If I could faint on command is crazy work. You can. Close your eyes and fall out and hope he catches you. The villager girl carries off with her friend. It's so touching that Aelfric keeps up with his fans. Winnie, what are you doing here? The tavern's been pretty slow lately, so I wanted to see how you were doing. There's nothing to see here, unless you want to see something horrible happen. There hasn't been a day where Aelfric didn't break, destroy, or mess something up. I feel like they have like a sign on the side of the barn that's like 0 days without incident caused by Aelfric, like Aelfric-induced trauma. Oh, that's right. I remember you mentioning that. A couple of hours pass without a hitch. Aelfric is as diligent, if not more, than the other farmers, and appears perfectly decent at the job. He even offers to take the place of another farmer who had been struggling to move a wheelbarrow. Edmund, I can't believe you'd make up stories to make Aelfric look bad. Hey, I didn't make anything up. He really did break the equipment, but it's like he's improved overnight. Seeing Conrad going the same direction, Aelfric sidles up next to him. They're talking, but it's not as one-sided as it normally is. Oh, they've become friends. Conrad attentively nods his head. From where Edmund and Winnie are standing, his words are inaudible, but Aelfric suddenly starts laughing. Winnie and Edmund watch. Say, do you remember Conrad's last boyfriend? Okay, so Conrad has had a boyfriend before. Okay. The one that was totally shifty and mean to the tavern staff? Ugh, I really didn't like him. Oh, he dated a bad boy. What about it? Well, I was thinking if Conrad and Aelfric got together, it could actually work. Edmund scoffs, yeah. No way. This looks the same to me. Conrad can't say no, and then he gets walked all over. Oh, the poor baby gets taken advantage of. But Aelfric's not manipulative. He's literally destined to save the world. That's exactly the problem. Noble hero Aelfric falls in love with Conrad. And then what? Nothing, because he's a noble and Conrad's a man. That means there's no one who can inherit Bloodbane and no one to fight the Demon King. Do you think people will just accept that? Brings up a valid issue. It would be doomed from the start, and I don't want him to, you know, come to that realization. Oh, this is coming from a place of care, not jealousy. Aw, Edmund's a good friend. Okay. I agree with you guys, but Edmund brings up a valid point. He is a noble. We don't know how rank works in this world, but he's a noble and he's the hero that's supposed to slay the Demon King. He has a destiny. He has a thing he has to do. And he is not in a position to make promises to a person. So I can understand Edmund's frustration. But it's cute. So shut up, Edmund. Let them be cute together. Assuming he even likes him, Oh, Edmund. What? I thought you hated Aelfric, but it turns out you only care about Conrad. Exactly. This is coming from a place of love. For the record, I still don't like him. Whatever you say. Soon, Aelfric becomes a regular face at the village. He appears in the morning and works until dusk. Even on his days off, he's running around like a headless chicken. Aww. Delivering packages between people, buying and selling items, and killing monsters at the behest of the village people. It's a wonder why he hasn't carried on with his grand adventure, but his presence isn't unwelcome. Oh, horses! Aelfric walks over to the stable to retrieve his white stallion for yet another fetch quest, but he hears an odd noise coming from the stables. It sounds like one of the horses is bucking from inside its pen. There's a farmer hunched by the stable door, and when he stands up, Aelfric realizes it's none other than Conrad. Oh no! Whoa there. Conrad enters the stall and removes a grasshopper from the enclosure. The horse immediately relaxes, and Conrad gives her a good pat. What's happened? She's just spooked by bugs is all. Bit of a hassle, but they all have their quirks. Is that so? Conrad nods. Dorte's scared of water, and Sarah will jump at the sight of a certain chicken from the coop. He points to the horses like a father discerning his children from a crowd. Aww. Then there's Nutmeg. Nutmeg is such a cute name. She hates Edmund. Horses are curious creatures, aren't they? My father had imparted me his finest white stallion at the start of my journey, but even still, he has the cheek to eat my hair. Well, your hair looks like hay, so I can imagine why. Entirely on purpose, it looks like hay. Aelfric's horse snorts from the other side of the stable. Egads, he can hear us. That horse is dreaming of eating his hair. Oh, baby boy. Conrad chuckles to himself. If we traded horses, yours wouldn't have much hair to chew on. A fine suggestion. Perhaps then I can find some reprieve. There's a brief moment of silence as the two peer out into the plains from the stables. Shall I take you on that offer? What offer? To trade horses, of course. It's all right. I wasn't being serious. Well, I am being entirely serious. I have a package to deliver at the next town over, and I would be delighted to have you join me. It's a date, guys. It's a date. Shut up. Oh, wow. His hair part does make a little heart. Good catch, Gemini. Aelfric walks over to his horse and regards him proudly. Liberty Lee's? I'm sorry, is the horse really called Liberty Lee? What? Liberty Lee's, the fastest horse on this side of the continent. I shan't take long. Conrad's eyes light up at the thought of such an excursion. Really? Well, since you're offering. It's not like he has anything else to do that day. Oh my god. Oh, they're on different horses. I thought they were riding together. Damn. Missed opportunity. They each ride their respective horses across the plains. Aelfric upon his white stallion, Liberty Lee, and Conrad on a hay-colored mare. They make it to the neighboring town and deliver the package without a problem. The two take a short rest on the way back, and Aelfric fulfills his promise. Once Conrad's got his reins on Liberty Lee, he begins running laps around the plains. He's just like a racehorse. Ha! Aelfric's sitting on the grass. What? It's a bit hard to hear you. Liberty Lee canters gracefully with Conrad on his back, but as the horse approaches Aelfric, he abruptly stops, causing Conrad to fall over. Whoa! He falls almost directly on top of Aelfric! Oh my god, yes! This detestable horse. In a mock gesture, Liberty Lee kicks up some dirt and starts to head to the nearby river for a sip. When Aelfric looks up, Conrad's face is mere inches away from his. He smells like grass and wood chips. Ooh. Pardon me? I'm so sorry, I lost control. Conrad rolls over and Aelfric sits up properly. No, I should have known he would do something like that. He glares at his horse while dusting the grass off his greaves. Aelfric, I was thinking. Yes? Did you know you always wanted to be an adventurer? Without a doubt, my destiny as a hero was written as clearly as the stars in the sky. Okay. That's so. I knew from the moment I touched Bloodbane. I knew I was destined to protect others. So long as I am able to see the smiling faces of this world's civilians, I am satisfied. Aw, he is kind of noble. Aelfric finishes his monologue solemnly, although he appears rather pleased with himself after the fact. Conrad purses his lips and takes a moment before tentatively replying. That last line, it's from Virtue Born, right? Pardon me? You have heard of Virtue Born? Oh my god, he was quoting a freaking book? Bro. I watched the plays as a kid. Aelfric seems a little embarrassed by this information. Indeed, my father was strict with me, so much of my pastime was often spent watching plays. Virtue Born was my favorite. Oh, they have a favorite TV show, guys. A favorite play. I always thought the vagabond was a captivating character, and so much that a fictional character can be. Now that I think about it, you do remind me of him. Did he model his entire hero persona off of a character from a play? Conrad must think of me terribly juvenile, honey. Shut up. Did you know? It was adapted from a far more acclaimed novel. Truly a timeless classic. I didn't know that. Can he read? You know, it's all right to like things meant for kids. Ack, he went and said it. Oh no, for a long time I wanted to be a toy maker, but it's not realistic. Oh. Aelfric turns his head surprised. Really? Might I ask why? There's not a special reason. When I was younger, people told me I was good at it, so I kept at it. I used to have an apprenticeship with a woodworker, and I could gather up the leftover scraps from the job and use them for my own projects. Oh my god. Conrad is perfect. And I made a lot of, I guess, action figures? You'd be surprised by who wanted them, because it wasn't just the village kids. How fascinating. You must tell me what sorts of patrons approached you. Let me think. There was a pregnant woman who wanted a toy for her unborn child. That stood out to me. Oh, and Edmund. At the time, I didn't know him real well. Edmund? The prickly fellow? Somehow this is hard to imagine. It's true. He was happy to have something. You can't tell just by looking at him, but his parents don't have much of anything, and he used to get teased for that. Oh. Toys, they're a luxury. Okay, that's fair. As much as I like the work, I guess I like seeing people smile too. I see your humble upbringing belays a noble heart. Thanks? I think that was a compliment. How lovely it is that even your spirit matches your fair countenance. What? What is happening here? His fair countenance? The man is rugged. He's a farmer. He's got a farmer's tan. Are you kidding me? Conrad is only cute to Aelfric and no one else. I'm not entirely sure what you said just now, but thanks, I think. What I meant to say is, well, the way you act is similar to how your face is. Never mind. He's such a dork. I love them. They're so awkward and sweet. You're very funny, Aelfric. Or Aelfric. Yes. Well, that was the point. Look at his face. He's like, yes, I totally meant to be funny. This dream of yours, when will it become a reality? So I might commission a figurine from you one day. Aw. Aelfric, that day is not gonna come. Aelfric frowns, crestfallen. Conrad shrugs. Oh. Even as a kid, I knew being a toy maker wasn't something I could do. I can't say it puts bread on the table. I see. That is a great shame. It is what it is. Conrad, do you think we are all bound by our destinies? Destinies? I'm not too sure I'm destined for much. Unless you're trying to get at something else. Oh my gosh. I suppose not, although sometimes I cannot help but feel there are certain unchangeable truths in our lives. As in, you want to do something else instead? No! I would not dare to think of it. My duty as a noble and a hero precedes all else. Fortunately, as it were, I am rather suited to vanquishing foes. If nothing else, I mean it sincerely when I say the sight of everyone's smiling faces is enough for me. That includes yours, especially yours. Conrad looks away and rubs the back of his neck. I realized I never said it, but thank you for inviting me. Oh. You're always doing these things when you don't have to. He looks back. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, a genuine smile, like, I'm over here blushing for Conrad, damn. It's so sweet. At a loss for words, Aelfric can only nod his head. The sun's going down, we better head back. Aw. It's been a few days since Conrad and Aelfric's excursion. He's sitting down on some crates near the entrance of his barn and shifting through some of the more recent letters that Aelfric sent him. Are we gonna hear these letters? Because I know they are foolish as hell. Hey Conrad, what you got there? Oh, I recognize that writing. That's from Sir Aelfric, isn't it? She points to the perfect cursive writing on the paper. Conrad folds the letter into his lap and looks up to see Winnie and Edmund. Oh, yes. Can I see what he's written? Conrad seems a bit apprehensive, but Edmund snatches the letter from him. Wow. It's probably nothing. I bet Aelfric uses the same cheesy lines for everyone he falls for. I mean, just look at this. Edmund clears his throat and summons an exaggerated posh voice. Oh God. Oh God, these are not meant to be read out loud, Lord. Thorns would have turned to roses if I loved them as much as I loved you. Oh God. Ugh. Should I choose between the sun or your reverent smile, I would choose to live in darkness. Oh my God. Aw, that's so sweet. It's so corny. What? No one in their right mind would actually fall for this. Right, Conrad? Conrad? Winnie and Edmund turn to Conrad, who is trying to hide his face under his straw hat. Wait, are you actually getting embarrassed? Oh my God. Don't take my things. Oh my God, guys, he's blushing. Do you see this? Conrad is blushing. Ah! He's embarrassed. Oh my God, I love this, I love this, I love this. Ah! Sorry, I didn't think it was such a big deal. Aelfric comes here so frequently, what's even the point of writing letters? Haven't you ever had a pen pal? Sometimes it's nice having something handwritten. No, I haven't, and I wouldn't particularly appreciate being constantly hit on. Poor, lonely Edmund. Boo-hoo. Okay, now you're just being immature. While the two are talking, Conrad quietly slips away from the scene. He'd have to remind himself not to carry something so private within arm's length of either Edmund or Winnie. Yeah, smart. The truth is, Conrad had been meaning to write back sooner, but he ran out of ink. Oh. He said reading someone else's mail is a felony. You're not wrong. Given this is one of his few days off, he resolves to go to the general store. When he gets there, it's not crowded, and he finds himself looking at the new stock of woodworking tools aside from the ink. Is he gonna make something for Aelfric? Oh, I hope he does. As he's perusing, he overhears two middle-aged women talking. It's unbelievable that Aelfric has yet to be wedded. A man like him single? It's too good to be true. Conrad's ears prick up at the mention of Aelfric's name. Have you heard? People are saying that the reason why he's at our village is because he's fallen in love with someone here. Get out. Wasn't he arranged to marry Princess Eloise? The marriage was called off. I suppose there was some kind of dispute between them. Aw, but they were so perfect together. The whole thing is already scandalous, but if he comes out the other end marrying a peasant girl, why, I'd like to see their faces. I don't think he'd ever be welcomed back to high society. He would be a class traitor. Oh my God, no, not drama. No, let them be cute and in love. The villagers laugh. Conrad fumbles with the ink pot he's holding. Oh, he would be more than a class traitor. I've heard of some noble families disowning their children for that. Are you kidding me? Why did he have to overhear this? Conrad is such a sweet boy. That's why you get so many stories of couples eloping to other countries. They do make such a fuss about it, don't they? I don't understand it. As long as he can produce an heir with Claymondt blood, it shouldn't matter who he falls in love with. Oh God, Jesus, he can't. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, and Conrad is gonna put distance between them. No! That's right. They're hoarding all the good-looking men from us commoners. I wonder who the lucky lady is. It's not a lady. Look at Conrad's face. Well, it is a world with a demon king. Maybe they can make some impreg happen. I don't know. Conrad looks at the ink pot and reluctantly places it back on the shelf. No! We were making progress! You wenches! Like, God damn it, take your gossiping elsewhere. Excuse me. Oh my, sorry, we weren't in your way, were we? It's fine. Conrad slinks out of the general store without buying anything or hearing the rest of the gossip. He walks back home. I'll be darned. You're pulling your weight, son. That was so disappointing. It's only thanks to your assistance. Ever seen the crops get harvested? No, sir. You will soon. The carrots are ready and we're gonna need an extra set of hands. Why, of course. In the middle of conversation, Aelfric's eyes trail off to the familiar figure behind the villager. Ah, if you'll excuse me. Conrad, greetings. Do you have a moment? Seeing Aelfric in the distance, Conrad almost immediately turns himself around and heads towards the nearest building. Oh no. I suppose he's busy. Conrad is by the potato crops, cutting excess leaves when Aelfric catches him between rotations. Conrad, it's not too late to partake in the harvest. Conrad gently waves his hand. I don't need anything from the harvest. But surely if you have a minute to spare, I wish to... Sorry, Aelfric, I have somewhere to be. Oh no. This is so sad. Edmund, you're acquainted with Conrad, are you not? Is there something amiss with him today? Not that I know of. Why? What did you do? I didn't do anything, but I fear he's avoiding me. Just to be certain, is there anything on my face or my teeth? Does my breath smell decent to you? He asked the wrong person. Edmund does not like him. Have you considered that maybe he just doesn't like being around you? Is that true? Aelfric looks like he's just been stabbed. It's a bit much, even for Edmund. Oh. How am I supposed to know? He didn't say anything about you, but sometimes you have to read between the lines. Read between the lines? Aelfric wonders if this is one of those moments where he said something wrong and no one corrected him. Did you do anything that could have upset him somehow? Maybe eat meat in front of him? He's a vegetarian. Conrad's a vegetarian. Never mind, I don't want to. I can't live with a vegetarian like that. I need meat. I need meat in my life. Something that may have upset him? Like tipping poorly, eating his food, committing a crime? I would never tip poorly. Edmund raises an eyebrow. It is the very opposite. I was beginning to think we had... a sort of connection, so I do not understand. Okay, look, how about you just ask him? He's a pretty straightforward guy, so it shouldn't be hard. That is easier said than done. He flees every time I approach. When Edmund doesn't immediately respond, Aelfric thinks he's given up, but instead, his next words are careful. Right before he leaves the field, he always stays behind to tend to the horses. I'm sure he wouldn't abandon the task. You can probably find him at the stables. Edmund's helping! Oh my god, he's warming up to Aelfric. Aelfric's eyes light up. I see, you have my thanks. Don't mention it. I mean that, by the way. Do not tell Conrad I told you that. Aelfric is a little confused, but he nods his head. I will not speak a word. Good. Now get back to work. Okay. Edmund was a true homie for that. All the farmers set to put the equipment away. Conrad is hanging back at the stables feeding the horses and changing the water just as Edmund said he would be. He notices Aelfric looming by the doorway of the stables. He waves. You can turn in like everyone else. I wish to speak with you. Ooh, he is serious, Aelfric. Okay. It was awfully busy today. I had hardly a chance to see you. Yeah. Are you feeling all right today? Fine. Conrad gets up to grab something at the other side of the stable. Aelfric follows behind him. I meant to give you something earlier. I told you I didn't need anything from the harvest. I am certain you'll take it. Aelfric. Despite Conrad's protest, Aelfric runs outside of the stables. He returns a moment later with a rake in hand. It's the one Conrad lent him, but he's reattached the two broken parts. I am not a blacksmith by any means, so I understand if this is not of any use to you. Seeing the rake, Conrad finally looks at Aelfric eye to eye. He looks between him and the rake. Oh, that's really sweet. He takes the rake in his hands. He gauges the heft and moves it around. There's a pause as he looks at the rake. This is great. It's almost as good as new. You know, you're a great person, Aelfric. Oh God. But no, not the butt. No, if I don't click. He can't tell him it's not you, it's me. If I don't continue the game, it's fine. It's fine. But I must. That's why you need to stop doing this. Oh no. I don't need it. No, my heart. Aelfric's face heats up in such a way that makes him want to run away again. Oh God. I do not understand what you mean when you say that. Oh God. Conrad, I know how forward I must seem. I cannot explain why I feel so strongly. It perplexes even me. I have never felt this way before. Not for anyone. Oh my God, this is horrible. All I know is that it is genuine. Oh my gosh, this is so hard to read. Why do I feel you do not believe me? I do believe you, but isn't it a little early to be considering this? As it stands, I don't know you, not well. I'm sure your family wouldn't be happy either. Bloodbane is a family heirloom, so this wouldn't... Aelfric bristles at the statement. Why must we talk about third parties regarding something as unquestioning as love? Okay. Aelfric kind of got me with that one. I wasn't feeling Aelfric at the beginning, but he got me now. Okay, I love him. Do I not make myself clear? Ooh, okay, Daddy. Tell me now, if this pursuit is unrequited, then I will drop everything and leave. Oh God, no. Or you can face me in battle. We shall settle this as men. Yeah, okay. Get rejected by your crush, challenge them to a duel. That's exactly what you're supposed to do to win somebody's heart. No notes, Aelfric. A swift punch to the face may be a softer blow than words. Oh, honey. Look at you, saying nonsense again. Aelfric, I won't send you away, but I don't have an answer for you at the moment. Oh, God. His face softens. I'm sorry. No! Conrad expects Aelfric to say more, but the look on his face is resigned. Very well. I understand. The next day. For once, it seems a quiet has settled throughout the village, or has it always been quiet? It's a rare day off for the farmers as most of them head home for an early dinner. Conrad finds himself in his usual arrangement at the tavern. With how frequently he stops by, one might confuse him for an alcoholic. What? That is a wild statement. Edmund's sitting nearby and Winnie's behind the counter making drinks. He said he was leaving today. Really? Just like that? I thought he'd be more determined. Are you kidding me? Conrad, go after him. Are you kidding me? No, I can't end like this. Edmund, you were the one who wanted him gone the most. I know, but that's because I thought he would be too stubborn to leave. Now that he's actually gone, it's a little strange. Conrad! I'm not sure why I didn't reject him straight away. Oh my God, Conrad! No! I shouldn't have gotten his hopes up like that. Oh my God, Conrad is the villain of this story. Must have felt like a waste of time. Conrad! So that's what this is about. And here I thought you and Sir Aelfric were getting along. I would have never guessed he bothered you, but then again, you can be pretty hard to read. Guess so. Conrad takes a swig of his drink. Conrad, it's nothing to feel guilty over. I'm proud of you for being honest. He's probably already forgotten about the whole thing, especially if he falls out of love as quickly as he falls in love. Or he's going to challenge the Demon King so he can die on his sword. I don't know, whichever comes first. Aelfric is kind of dramatic, so I don't think this is a good thing. I'm sure he's moved on already. No, he hasn't. Edmund makes a face. Conrad, did you really reject Aelfric? Yes. Can we stop talking about this? Sure. It's awfully gloomy for a day off, isn't it? Why don't we play some games? You two should be winding back. Relax. Winnie shifts underneath the bar counter and pulls out a deck of cards from the compartment. Conrad moves aside their drinks and Winnie hands off the deck to him. They're about to play spades, y'all. He skillfully shuffles the cards several times, the edges becoming a blur as they fall back into his hands. What game are we playing? I don't like games I can't win. Don't worry, Edmund. This will be good practice. If you keep playing with us, you'll be a pro in no time. Sounds like a fancy way of saying I'm going to lose. Yeah, pretty much. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. I can't help that you're bad at cards. Why you? We should go easy on Edmund. Ugh, no, don't patronize me. Let's just play already. That's the spirit. I love their friend group. They're very cute and supportive. Winnie begins to flip the cards down onto the counter, and they play as they always do on a day off. The next day inevitably follows, and life in the village returns like clockwork. When Edmund arrives on the fields, he is greeted by his fellow farmers and starts working shortly after. There's no sounds of fangirls squealing or the knight's boisterous voice. The only evidence Aelfric was ever there are the stray rose petals littering the ground. I'm sorry, the rose petals are everlasting. Edmund's eyebrows quirk at the sight and he collects them into a bag along with the weeds. Not the weeds. By midday, Edmund has finished tending to his rows of crops and makes his way to the tool shed. He spots Conrad along the way and is about to ramble off when Conrad stops the shorter man and hands him a rake. Here. Hey, it's not broken. Did you do this? Aelfric did. Before he left, he stopped by and returned it to me. Did he? I was about to be angry with you for lending it to him in the first place. I would have expected quality like this to be your work. It was awful nice of him to go through the trouble. I'll be the first to say it, all right? Aelfric's not that bad. I'll admit I misjudged him at first, but he carried his weight. After seeing how many times he messed up, I'm surprised he still arrived every morning. Yeah, he's great. I'm just glad he had the common sense to back off once you rejected him. Oh my gosh, he looks so guilty. You did reject him, right? I didn't give him an answer. What is that supposed to mean? I wanted to be honest, but Conrad tilts his head low. He's not looking Edmund in the eye. Oh my God, honey. Between two men, especially someone like Aelfric, it wouldn't work out. Oh my God, Conrad, you dork! I didn't want others to hate him, and I'd only be in his way. Oh my God, no, you selfless dummy. So this is for the best. It's not. It's not for the best for me. Nobody asked me if I was okay with this, and I'm not. I was thinking something was off about you lately. You know, you can talk to Winnie and I about anything, right? You don't have to beat around the bush or act like nothing's wrong. We would have helped you. But if you believe this is the right choice, well, I'm not stopping you. Conrad brings a hand to his temple. I don't know if this is the right choice. There's nothing to be done about it now. I said what I said because I could do better than somebody. I said what I said because he could do better than somebody like me. Conrad! No! No, Conrad! No! Bad Conrad. That's not true. You said it yourself. Nobles don't settle for commoners. The sooner he realizes that, the better. I did say that, but that's because I thought you didn't. I mean, this isn't about Aelfric. It's about you. You're clearly still hung up about this. He can't have it gone far, can he? Maybe he's still doing quests around the area. You should talk to him before you regret it. What are you trying to say, Edmund? What's done is done. I'm not the one bringing it up here. I'm only bringing this up because you look miserable. You could have at least told him the truth. I think even someone like Aelfric deserves that much. This conversation is over. Are you kidding me? You're stubborn. What are you going to do? Nothing instead? Yes. Are you kidding me? Come on, you can't possibly be happy with this. I am. Leave me alone. Oh my God, Conrad. You are so stubborn. Fine. If that's what you think, then just get over it. If you've made up your decision, then you have to follow through with it. That means throwing away every flower, letter, and gift he gave you, starting with my stupid rake. Edmund, this is none of your business. I hate it when you act this way and pretend like there's nothing you can do about it. That part. This isn't one of those times. Yeah, because it's too late now, isn't it? Exactly. So there's nothing more to say. Then get over it already. Oh, he can't. Oh my God, he's getting angry. Conrad's seething. He exhales from his nose. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. I spoke out of turn, but you're still an idiot. I don't care. That's the worst part. I'm leaving. Oh, don't bother talking to me unless it's important. Damn. Before Edmund can respond, Conrad walks back to the field. Edmund's left staring dumbfounded at Conrad's receding figure and then at the rake in his hands. Edmund's face scrunches up and he throws the rake to the ground. Ugh! Stupid Conrad, you're insufferable. Fine, be that way. You can be sad for the rest of your life for all I care. Edmund angrily stomps back to the field and makes a point to go in the direction opposite of Conrad. He's so caught up in his feelings, it takes him a moment to notice something's off. The fields are strangely empty. Upon closer inspection, there's equipment littered here and there as though everyone had dropped their things and left. Oh no, is it a monster attack? Edmund wanders closer to investigate, but something rustles amongst the crops. It takes only a glimpse of translucent blue. Oh, it's a slime. Edmund takes a few steps backwards before breaking into a run the way he came. A million thoughts race through his mind, but he focuses on one. Where did Conrad go? Edmund retraces his steps and heads back to the tool shed. It seems Conrad was thinking the same thing because the two meet eyes not far from the shed. What the hell is going on? Edmund? Thank the gods you're still here. Did you see what happened? I don't know, but we need to head back to town. I think that's where everyone went. Oh, because Aelfric's not here. The slimes are attacking. Oh my god. Ah! A monster attack? First it's our livestock and then it'll be our children. Please, gods, have mercy. Conrad, Edmund. Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? The two turn towards Winnie as she jogs up to meet them. What's horrible? Are these people acting like they've never seen a slime before? Why are they targeting the village anyway? I thought the witch had been dealt with. You don't think it has anything to do with the Demon King, does it? Oh, if only Sir Aelfric were here. Edmund rolls his eyes like, oh brother, seriously? We don't even know where he is. At this point, it might be faster if we fight the slimes ourselves. Edmund brandishes his pitchfork to emphasize his point. Edmund, what if you get hurt? I mean this in the nicest way possible, but you aren't exactly tough. Wow. I know that. I don't have experience fighting monsters, but I'm tired of watching our village get razed. If we all work together, we might have a fighting chance. Well, if you insist on fighting, just know at the first sign of danger, it's okay to flee. Hopefully it won't have to come to that. Conrad, watch over Edmund for me, will you? I'll make sure nothing bad happens. All right, let's do it. A battle. Please, please, no. I have a wife and children. Oh my god, they are the cutest little slimes I've ever seen. Oh, you're so cute. Take that. Edmund stabs the slime with his pitchfork, and the monster appears too taken aback to react. Conrad attacks the slime and finishes the job. They see the villagers cowering in fear and help him up. Oh, thank you. How can I repay you? By grabbing a pitchfork and helping. Find a weapon and help us. Exactly. Like, get up. A weapon? But I don't know how to fight. Neither do we. You're on your own. My family's waiting for me. Wow, I saved your life and you run away? I should have left you. This is why I could never be a fantasy hero, because of this reason. I would never want to help another person again after this. I'd be like, I'm gonna be the villain now. Hey, come back here. Ugh. Harder than it looks? Don't even start. Come on, let's keep going. To be honest, I've been waiting for a moment like this. If only things weren't so sour between Conrad and I right now. If I can just get some experience by the end of this, our village will finally have someone they can count on. I need to start somewhere. After rescuing a couple more villagers, Conrad and Edmund reach town square. There's a young woman being accosted by a group of slimes, with one particularly large slime acting as the ringleader. Help! Someone! Anyone! Help! Oh, this one's orange. It's pretty. A larger orange slime wobbles close to her. Eek! Maybe it likes her. Maybe it wants to be friends. Edmund comes running up behind the slime, but it easily dodges his attack. The slime lunges for Edmund and smacks him clear across the face. Ack. Edmund wobbles backwards and is able to defend a few more blows before he's cornered by the slime. He squeezes his eyes shut and braces himself for impact, only for the slime to be promptly run over by a steel wheelbarrow. Conrad! Having abandoned the pitchfork in favor of the wheelbarrow, Conrad glances back at Edmund. Now's your chance! Right! With all his might, Edmund stabs the slime. Yay! We did it! The two turn their attention to the remaining slimes and finish them off one by one. Edmund heaves a breath as he deals a final blow to the last of the smaller slimes. He straightens and finally allows himself to relax. Oh, not how you get bitch slapped by something without arms. A tentacle, maybe? However, Edmund's celebration is short-lived as he keels over slightly, his breath shallow and heavy. Oh no, is he hurt? Ugh, I'm spent. Oh, okay. Edmund suddenly notices a growing shadow from where he stands. He looks up to see a slime descending from the roof of one of the surrounding houses. Oh no! Luckily, Conrad swoops in and throws Edmund out of the way. Conrad, no! Edmund tumbles for a bit and then crawls back to his feet. Conrad, look out! It's too cute to be afraid of. Are you kidding me? However, the slime locks onto Conrad as its new target and chases him around the village well. That's gotta be funny to watch. Edmund looks on helplessly as Conrad is trapped circling the well. Looking around, Edmund spots the wheelbarrow. That'll do. So unserious. Edmund grabs the handles and surges towards the slime with all his might, and Conrad jumps out of the way. It's a direct hit, and the wheelbarrow bounces back slightly upon impact. Yay! The slime has been defeated. That was freaking cute. I wish it had been like an actual combat scenario. I know this is a short game, but like having a little short like turn-based fight sequence would have been hilarious. That's the last of them. Edmund suddenly clutches his side, his face scrunched up in pain. Gods, but I'm gonna feel this in the morning. I better get a day off after this. Conrad reconvenes with Edmund as they approach the rescued girl. Thank you so much for saving me. Oh, I thought I was done for. You're welcome. It's the least I could do. Hey, wait. Edmund recognizes the girl as one of Aelfric's fangirls. Although, I'd much rather have been saved by Sir Aelfric, you ungrateful wench. I guess this is preferable to dying. I should have let the slime get you. Yeah, excuse me? It's because he's currently at the Salt Crystal Caves dealing with our local demon problem. I really thought I would be a goner if there was no one to save me. Oh my God, she's the worst. The Salt Crystal Caves? He told you? Are you jealous, Conrad? You rejected him. Well, I've been telling him every single day there were demons there, and this morning he finally left in the direction of the caves. Bro, I cannot. He's hopeless. In any case, the village should be safe now. It would be helpful if you could let everyone know. Edmund clears his throat. And tell them it was Edmund and Conrad who did it. Okay. Okay. Dramatic much. And that a raise would be a proper reward for our services. I mean, agreed. Of course, I'll be sure to put in a good word for the both of you. Goodbye now. Yeah, after she said, I wish it was Aelfric. I should have let the slime get her. Conrad turns towards Edmund. You did pretty well back there. You didn't do too bad yourself. Imagine the look on Winnie's face when I tell her I killed a slime. Aside from mild property damage, the slimes didn't prove to be much of a threat. That's good. After everything, Conrad finally returns home. Vases filled with bouquets and an assortment of strange artifacts litter the table and shelves of his room. Yes, gifts from your maybe boyfriend. God, go see him. You know where he is. This is nonsense. Or write him a letter. God. They're all gifts from Aelfric, treasures found throughout his adventures. With a sigh, Conrad begins collecting each odd gift and sorts them on his table. Edmund's words replay in his mind. Fine, if that's what you think, then just get over it. If you've made up your decision, then you have to follow through with it. These will have to go by tomorrow. Oh my God, this is so sad. Conrad turns his attention to the stack of envelopes on his desk. There's a section he'd made for all of Aelfric's letters. These two. No! He adds the letters to the pile on the table, but pauses to reread one of them. Only one, he thinks, but before he knows it, he's looking through all of them. Oh my God, just go find him already, you loser. Although Aelfric's handwriting can be, at times, difficult to read, his poetry and stories bring a smile to Conrad's face. Oh my God. Go to him. As he shifts through the last of the papers, he finds his own unfinished letter to Aelfric and the knight's most recent correspondence. Conrad frowns. That day, I was supposed to write back to him. His own letters are brief and heavy-handed compared to Aelfric's. There's an ink stain where his pen had petered out and a smear from a clumsy brush of his hand. He feels somewhat embarrassed at the sight. He reads Aelfric's letter. Dearest Conrad. No, not dearest. It's like my dearest Angelica with a comma after dearest. Like, bro, what are you doing? I pray you are faring well. I had a most excellent time with you the other day. To be able to enjoy an excursion on horseback is one of the finest pleasures in the world. Oh my God. I find myself thinking back on our conversation, if you remember, about our dreams. I confess I did not respond honestly about whether I dreamt of something else instead. As a child, I used to daydream of being an actor on a grand stage. I mean, being a hero is being an actor. Then I dreamed of gardening so as to carry on my mother's profession. And for a long time, I dreamed of slaying the Demon King and vanquishing all evil in the land. However, my mind has changed lately. I fear openly voicing it would be akin to heresy, but in writing, it is safely hidden away. I thought myself accustomed to the nomadic lifestyle, but there's a problem. Occasionally, I ache to see the friends and family I have left behind. Were I a typical noble, common man, or gardener, I would be granted at least the choice of residing wherever I choose. But the life of a hero grants me no such freedom. Were I to relinquish my title, my dream would come true. It is nary but a passing thought, but it is no less blasphemous. Oh my God. My journey will soon take me elsewhere, and though our time was short, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh my God, this is heartbreaking. Fake your death and become a farmer and live with Conrad. I look forward to when we shall meet next, regardless of the form it takes. Oh God. Yours, Aelfric. Conrad, if you don't go to those damn salt caves, I want to shake them. I'm pretty dumb, huh? Yes, you are. Aelfric's not a kid. I bet he knew better than anyone what he was doing. Conrad folds the letters away and rises to a stand by his table. I'm just a coward. Yes, you are. I can't get rid of any of this. Conrad reaches for the letter again and looks it over a second time. He'd all but forgotten that he intentionally planned on writing. After Aelfric finishes his business in the Salt Crystal Caves, then where will he be? Was that time at the stables really the last conversation he would have with Aelfric? Go to him! The thought troubles Conrad enough to pick up his things and leave his house. Yes, run! I still can't believe you two rushed into battle like that. I'm telling you, it wasn't that big of a deal. Oh, shut up. It was. Conrad walks into the tavern, catching the remnants of his friend's conversation. Oh, hello there, Conrad. Why the long face? Did all the slime fighting burn you out too? Winnie? Edmund? Conrad makes an awkward nod in Edmund's direction. You okay, Conrad? I wanted to tell you all something. He's wearing his traveling hat! Sure thing. What did you want to talk about? I'll be going away for a little bit. If you don't hear back from me in a day, get the horses. Conrad nods his head and then turns to leave. I'm gonna need you to explain a little bit more than that. Wait, what? Conrad, where are you going? Conrad! What are you saying? Winnie rounds the counter of the bar counter to chase after Conrad, and Edmund follows suit. Each of them pull at one of his forearms. Honestly, what's going on with you? I'm gonna go get my man. That's what's happening. Conrad explains what had really occurred at the stables before Aelfric left and the contents of Aelfric's last letter. So that's what happened? Conrad nods his head. I shouldn't have treated him like a kid. I didn't take him seriously at all. No, you didn't. I don't want what I said to be the last conversation we have. Yes. But I don't know how to fix this. It might be too late for that. Why didn't you say something sooner? I feel so silly now for thinking the two of you were on bad terms. No, it was never like that. But if what you're saying is true, Aelfric doesn't even know how you feel about the whole thing. I know, that's why I want to tell him in person. I don't want him to hate me. Oh my gosh, he's so dumb. There's no way Aelfric could hate you. Huh? Are you serious? To be fair, if Aelfric was in love with me, I'd want it to be a joke too. Shut up, Edmund. You're a hater. Edmund, now's not the time. Did you think he was just being nice? Aelfric really liked you. With all the gifts and letters he sent, he's probably said I love you about 100 times. Conrad pauses to think about the countless roses and letters Aelfric had sent, and he feels suddenly guilty. Did he ever say the words back? In some small gesture? When you put it like that... don't look so down, Conrad. I bet Aelfric only left out of respect for you. There wasn't any other way to interpret how you acted, that part. But if you tell him clearly what you meant, I'm sure he'll understand. You just need to send him a letter back. That one girl said he was at the caves, right? Whatever they were called. That's right. Oh, Mayor Barrymores did mention there's a nasty demon horde at the Salt Crystal Caves. Wow, why does it feel like I've said that phrase before? Because you have, you're an NPC. You weren't thinking of heading there, were you? It's a death wish. It also means he hasn't moved across the continent yet. I'm sure he'll come back. Thanks, both of you. Okay, bye, Conrad. I also wanted to say I'm sorry I'm not the best with this kind of thing. But from now on, I'll be more honest about how I'm feeling. I don't want to trouble you two. Aww, friendship. It's all right, Conrad. I'm glad you decided to tell us anyway. I just don't want you to ever think your feelings are a burden or anything like that. Edmund nods in agreement. And don't do anything stupid. Okay, I'll try not to. I think I've made up my mind. I'm going to head out. Yes, okay. He pauses to look at the various strange artifacts Aelfric sent, the symbols of his affection. Instead of reaching for his ink and papers, Conrad goes over to his knapsack. He fills it with various items, some food, some supplies, and a box of matches among other things. Quietly, he slips out of his home and heads towards the stables. Conrad ushers out his trusty hay-colored mare. Oh wow, I just realized his horse is the same color as Aelfric's hair. Oh no. He likes blondes. He has a type. Conrad has a type. Once everything is in its proper place, he climbs over the horse and sighs as though still in contemplation. Please still be there. With a kick of his boot, Conrad rides out until his village is only a speck on the horizon. Aelfric rides his white stallion across the vast expanse of the Great Plains, fast approaching the Salt Crystal Caves. I have been putting off my main quest for far too long. Indeed, yesterday's admonition was sorely needed. I should have known better than to indulge in fantasies. Oh God, no, honey. Beyond all else, I have a duty I must fulfill. As Aelfric approaches the cave entrance, he slows Liberty Lee to a halt. Aelfric hops off with a flourish of his cape before turning to his horse. Wait here and be still. I mean it. This will only be a moment. Liberty Lee neighs. Aelfric knows that no matter what he tells him, the infernal creature will likely never obey, but he tries nonetheless. If boredom overwhelms you, you have my permission to eat a slime. However, you may not run off. Ew. Aelfric stares his horse down one last time before unsheathing his sword and entering the cave. Oh, it's about to go down. Aelfric easily sweeps the lesser demons along the way and enters a deeper passage of the caves. As the adventurer ducks under overhead stalagmites, he is met with a beautiful blue light show. Oh. The walls are lined with glowing blue crystals, some as large as columns, and adorning the cave all throughout. Aelfric picks up one of the stray crystals. This must be the salt crystals. What a magnificent sight. I ought to record this in my adventure log, lest I forget. What's that there? As Aelfric gets deeper into the cave, he sees a figure kneeling on the ground with his arms over his head. He appears to be a portly middle-aged man with a prominent mustache. Okay, who is this? Could you be the mayor? However did you get in this precarious situation? The mayor looks up, eyes steeped with panic. Suddenly, something groans overhead. When Aelfric peers up, he sees two pairs of red eyes blinking. I see. Two large demons swoop down towards Aelfric in a dark swell. Ooh. You know what? I would still smash. And they're twins. Who doesn't want to be with twins? I'm a mess. What ghastly faces! These are no ordinary demons! One of the demons surges towards Aelfric, but he slashes it with Bloodbane. Whilst the demon is knocked down, Aelfric prepares a special attack. Don't nausea me! Bloodbane begins to glow red as Aelfric runs forward and strikes down the demon. The greater demon has been defeated. What about the other one? However, the other demon approaches from the knight's blind spot and temporarily blinds Aelfric with a poisonous haze. Oh no! Aelfric stumbles backwards and attempts to navigate amidst the oppressive haze. Oh no, he took some point damage. Aelfric trips on a rock and Bloodbane falls out of his hands. His head collides with the ground with an unsettling thud. Oh my god, is he okay? He hears the cackling of the demon and its face barely visible in the mist. He quickly sits up. That is quite enough. This is the end for you, foul blight. Aelfric feels around for Bloodbane, but it's nowhere to be found. It is, in fact, across the floor on the other side of the cave. Oh no! That's why you carry a second weapon! Oh, blast. Aelfric positions himself on the defensive, but instead of attacking, the demon begins to perform a strange dance. The demon peers into the hero's eyes, its red eyes possessing a charming gleam, and soon Aelfric's arms begin to lift against his will. His legs move in time with the demon's dance, and the adventurer finds he can make no other action. Oh no. Oh my gosh, he's paralyzed. Please, Conrad, save your man! He slows his horse to a stop and spots Aelfric's white stallion, Liberty Lee. He dismounts from the horse. Hello, boy. Liberty Lee responds to Conrad with a neigh. He's still in there, isn't he? That's odd. The stallion neighs once more. When Conrad walks closer to the mouth of the cave, he sees a sign indicating it's the Salt Crystal Caves. I guess I'll wait until he's done. Go inside the cave! Liberty Lee neighs angrily. I can't do that. Can he understand the horse? Peering into the cave, a vast darkness greets him. There's demons in there, and Conrad didn't like his chances. If there is something dangerous lurking within, what could a villager like him even do? You just defeated a bunch of slimes! Go! I believe in you! Conrad considers turning around and walking away, but he's come this far. This might be the last opportunity for him to see Aelfric, and if he's in trouble like Liberty Lee is insisting, then he must act. After all, if it was him in there, Aelfric wouldn't think twice about going in. And it's not because he's strong or that he wants to impress Conrad. He would do it because someone needed saving. Conrad thinks about how Edmund finally defeated a couple of slimes for the first time earlier that day. Perhaps he could muster the same courage and enter this cave. Conrad exhales and takes out a box of matches tucked inside his vest pocket. He lights one and enters the cave. Yes, go Conrad! As Conrad creeps along the narrow hallways of the cave, he sees enormous scratch marks against the rocks. It's so dark he can barely see a few feet in front of him. What if something were to ambush him? He contemplates using the hand knife in his pocket, but if it came down to him and a demon, what good would that even do? Just as he thinks that, he sees something lit up by the light. The bodies of several demons litter the floor. Aelfric was here before. Conrad guides his match in front of him and sees the soft blue glow of the salt crystals. Taking several steps towards the illuminated clearing, Conrad snuffs out his match. Oh god. Baby, you got this. Suddenly he hears two distant voices. I can hardly dance for much longer. Pull yourself together. We'll get out of this so long as I can reach Bloodbane. I love that the demon is making them dance. It's not killing them. It just wants a waltz. It's been lonely in the caves. Their words are followed by an ominous cackling. Conrad hugs close to the walls and peers at the scene. The mayor and Aelfric seem to be stuck in a trance, dancing similarly to the demon before them. The villager maneuvers behind the demon away from its line of sight when Bloodbane suddenly slides into view. Urgh. It looks like the demon intentionally kicked it away from Aelfric, but now it's conveniently within Conrad's reach. Ooh, pick up the sword. Aelfric's eyes follow Bloodbane and the two make eye contact. The hero's face exhibits an odd combination of emotions, but settles on disbelief. Conrad smiles briefly before reaching towards Bloodbane, but seeing the sword up close, he hesitates. Oh gosh, honey. The sword is odd looking. The dark steel has a streak of red running through it. It's fuller, and at its base is a blood red gem which ominously resembles an eye. If Conrad didn't know any better, he'd think it was a sword befitting for a hero. In spite of this, he bends down to reach for Bloodbane, his fingers almost curling around the handle. I can hardly dance for much longer. Pull yourself together. We'll get out of this, so long as I can reach Bloodbane. Aelfric steadily approaches Bloodbane whilst dancing, but the demon kicks the sword further away. Urgh. Oh, perspective shift. Got it. Just as Aelfric thinks of giving up, he sees something move in the corner of his vision. At first, he thinks his eyes are deceiving him because the figure looks an awful lot like Conrad, but the two make eye contact. Oh, it's Conrad! To the rescue! It's him! It's really him! Conrad! Not the music immediately getting all romantic and soft. Why are you here? Could it be you were worried for me? I can't believe you would come all this way alone. Conrad sees Bloodbane. Oh no. What are you thinking, Conrad? Conrad approaches Bloodbane. No, 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 stay your hand. This is an utterly perilous situation. Oh gods, he's doing it, isn't he? He plans to wield Bloodbane, the fool. Oh gosh. I love him. Aelfric! He said it. Well, he thought it, but it's still, No, no, no. This is dire. I must warn him. Conrad, stop at once! The demon whips around to where Aelfric is looking. Conrad continues reaching. Oh god. I can do this. Conrad grabs Bloodbane. Oh no! Is it cursed? Oh no, is he not supposed to Oh my god! Conrad, no! Bloodbane's ruby eye glimmers, trembling and shaking of its own accord before attaching itself to Conrad's hand. What? Oh my god, is he okay? Oh my god, Conrad! No matter how much Conrad fights, the sword remains glued to his hand. Oh god. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Conrad. He slices the demon clean in half, and it dissolves into black dust. In doing so, Aelfric is freed from its control, but then Conrad makes a lunge for Aelfric himself. Oh no! The hero dodges the incoming blow as the attack leaves a crater in the floor. Bloodbane rips itself out of the ground, positioning upright again, and trains its dark steel onto Aelfric. In a vain attempt to resist Bloodbane, Conrad attempts to wrangle the sword with his other hand so that his movements are clumsier. Oh god. You have to leave. Oh my gosh, no honey. Conrad runs towards Aelfric with a strike, but he lurches out of the way. Get out of here before I hit you, oh my god. No, you do not understand the danger you are in. Confess! He might die. Oh no. Aelfric tumbles to the ground. Aelfric, leave already. I don't want to hurt you. No, I will not. With a downward strike of his sword, Conrad just barely scratches the side of Aelfric's armor before he rolls over. The knight slowly rises back to his feet and sees Conrad a distance away. Bloodbane's red eye glows, charging in preparation for an attack. Use my own abilities against me, will you? It will not work. Ugh, I need to think fast or else Conrad will... Bloodbane flashes with a dark energy and accelerates towards Aelfric in the blink of an eye. Aelfric guards from the attack, but it blows him back against the wall, debris flying everywhere. The slash rips his satchel open and the contents fly everywhere. Aelfric falls to the ground with a thud, and he shakily stands on one leg. Conrad, or rather Bloodbane, approaches the hero, his movements rigid and unnatural. The sword raises over Aelfric's head like an executioner's blade. But for only a moment, Conrad manages to stall his own movements, allowing Aelfric a brief window of opportunity. Yes! Aelfric tackles Conrad to the floor and attempts to pry the sword from out of his hand. Up close, the veins on Conrad's hands are a dark color, slowly snaking up his forearm. Let him go! Let him go, you fiend! I'll not let you take another one for me. Oh my god, another one? Bloodbane punches Aelfric in the face with its hilt. Now I'm getting punched by a sword though. But Aelfric doesn't budge as Bloodbane hits him again and again. Finally, he dodges Bloodbane's oncoming hit, only to reel his head back and smash into Conrad's forehead. Not a headbutt! The impact leaves Conrad dazed and confused while Aelfric clambers away. Bloodbane attempts to gather its bearings again. Conrad climbs to his feet and saunters slowly towards Aelfric. Oh no! Aelfric crawls on his hands and feet, but there's nowhere left to go. The hero turns for the briefest of moments, just as Bloodbane raises itself once more and swings. The sword breaks a vial of holy water. Oh, good, wonderful, love that. Immediately, Bloodbane falls to the floor with a sickly hiss. What the hell is up with your sword, man? Conrad stumbles forward with a pointed groan. Aelfric catches him and holds him steady. Conrad, can you speak? Are you all right? Aelfric, you fool, why did you come here? I'm sorry. I wanted to see you again. Your arm, we need to get you back to the village at once. Conrad feels himself being lifted up by Aelfric. Mayor Barrymore, like Drew Barrymore, I just got that. Follow me, Conrad needs medical attention as soon as possible. Time is of the essence. The villager's vision starts to turn hazy and Aelfric's words become mere murmurs. I didn't tell you the truth, Aelfric. I didn't tell you. Stop talking. For the love of the gods, stop straining yourself. My answer was also yes. Oh. Before Conrad loses consciousness, he feels Aelfric's gloved hand gently brush his cheek. He confessed. Where am I? Home? This is your house, silly. Conrad's eyes flutter open. He looks around and sure enough, it's true. You were right. About what? About the adventuring life and waking up in people's homes? Aelfric looks surprised. He's leaning over close enough that Conrad can see hazel flecks and golden eyes, not hazel eyes. Is that all you have to say for yourself? I thought you nearly perished, you buffoon. I thought you'd never use your arm again. I was so worried for you and how is it that you knew where to find me? Aelfric audibly exhales. Oh, it doesn't matter. I pray that's a lesson learned. Never use Bloodbane again. The memory begins flowing back to Conrad then, the searing pain and the unsettling possession of his body. Worst of all, he tried to harm Aelfric with the intention to kill. Not his intention, but of something else, he shudders. How long did you know about? Always. My father made it clear Bloodbane's power was not to be trifled with. Anyone not of Claymondt blood will be vulnerable to Bloodbane's accursed power. Bloodbane is cursed? Indeed. As it were, it is the only known weapon capable of slaying the Demon King. Legend says it was crafted by a Claymondt somewhere far along my lineage with the Demon King's own blood. Ew. I have seen it time and time again. The longer one wields Bloodbane, the more life is sapped from the user. Wait, does that include you? I'm thankful you were able to make a swift recovery, but promise me you'll not overwork yourself. I had no idea. There's no way you could have known. I'm sorry for causing you grief. I'm not sure what I was thinking going in like that. Nonsense, Conrad. You are quite noble. You always are. Oh my god, that smirk is doing things to me. Damn it. Do I like Aelfric? I hated this man at first, and now I love Aelfric. He's wonderful. Aelfric says the words as if it were Conrad riding into the village every day in shining armor. However, I have one question. Why did you go to such lengths to reach me? Oh, I wanted to tell you the truth. Aelfric suddenly remembers the words Conrad had said to him in his days. Yes, the truth. I wanted you to know I care about you. A confession. We got a confession, guys! I'm not good with words, but you're great, and I wanted to be something with you, but I convinced myself it was a bad idea. People will look down on you for being with a poor farmer, and I don't reckon I can offer you much, not in money or other assets. I guess I was trying to protect you, but you didn't need protecting at all. Looking back, I should have just trusted you knew what you were doing. Conrad, if there was any doubt in your mind, allow me to reiterate. Those people you're worrying about, I don't seek their approval. Oh my God, yes, yes! And if it might lay your guilty conscience to rest, I have a sibling. Oh, there we go. There's another chance for an heir. You what? Indeed, I have a younger sister. So please, do not think you're threatening a 1,000-year lineage by merely existing. Especially relevant since I rarely, if ever, court women. By king! Me either. Yes, yes! Conrad snorts before laughing from his belly. Conrad, this whole time I was worried about nothing. I feel like a sack of potatoes. I wish I'd been more honest. Conrad weaves his hand with Aelfric's. I hope this is all right. They're holding hands. I really liked you. Right from the start. Are you serious? He loved him from the beginning? Oh my God, the blushing! This is the best twist! Now it's his turn to blush. This is more than all right. Oh my gosh. This is excellent. Oh my God. It's happening. Aelfric brings Conrad's hand up to his lips and kisses his knuckles. Simply excellent. Oh. Well, if it isn't the great hero, Sir Edmund. Shut up, Winnie. I'm still in training. I thought you'd like the attention. Speak for yourself. I'd hardly call myself a hero anyway. Training with the village guards every weekend would make me a squire at best. After getting a raise, my schedule isn't nearly as busy as before, so I'd like to read up on how to actually become a proper knight. Remember to invite me to your knighting ceremony when it happens. Tell them your best friend Winifred was by your side every step of the way. Don't flatter yourself. But I guess I'll invite you and Conrad. You love us. This is exactly how I am with my friends. I'm like, oh, you love me. Ew, gross. Say, if you did become a knight, wouldn't that put you in direct competition with Sir Aelfric? He'd better not. He can protect literally any other town beside this one. But this is the only town with... Ah! Sir Aelfric! I love you! Ew. Back up, girl. He's taken. Aelfric marches into the village, white stallion in tow. He throws a fistful of flower petals towards his crowd of adoring fans. Where does he get the petals? Oh, good citizens, I have returned. Aelfric, you look so stunning today. Eek! Aelfric's hair is as silky and smooth as ever. Ugh. I cringe saying that. Aelfric's parade ends as he makes a stop in front of Edmund and Winnie. Salutations to the fair lady and Edmund. Good morning, Aelfric. You're looking for Conrad, I take it. Ah, indeed. Is it so obvious? I can't say subtlety is your finest trait. And I suppose you would not be the same without that sour attitude of yours. Love the clapback. Conrad did mention something about getting ready for a date. A date? Oh my God, it's a date! He need not be anxious. This is a momentous event. Conrad! As if on cue, Conrad approaches the group, walking hesitantly. Aelfric, I'm sorry, was I late? On the contrary, it is I who is early. You are perfectly on time. Aelfric hands Conrad a single immaculate rose. Here, for you. Oh, okay. Thank you. He tucks it into his vest. You look perfect. Oh my God, Conrad is blushing so hard. Oh, baby. Now, shall we depart? There's quite a lot of ground to cover if we wish to explore the capital. I hear there's a jousting competition outside of the goddess's cathedral. After, we can retire with the finest wines and cheeses there is to offer and watch the day become twilight. Oh, okay. That sounds great, Aelfric. But it's missing one thing. Huh? What's it missing? Oh my God! Oh my goodness! He went for it! Yes! Yes! A kiss CG! Conrad brings a hand to Aelfric's face and gently brushes aside a golden strand of hair before kissing him. Guys! Look at that! Look at the wrap up from Aelfric! And he got him, he's stroking his ear too. Ah! My headphones are falling off. Oh my God! It's beautiful! Look at Edmund. Edmund's like in front of my fucking salad, guys. Like, for real? After a moment, Aelfric wraps his arms around Conrad's waist and leans into the kiss. Edmund, it's official! I'm going back to trading. Once the two pull away, Aelfric smiles up at Conrad. You surprised me with that bold move of yours. Ah! I cannot say I'm not a fan. That's good. You're free to do it again. I think I'll do it some more at the Capitol. Have fun, you two. Oh, do get souvenirs for Edmund and I. Oh my gosh. Don't drag me into this. Stay safe. And that is how I came to discover the one thing which would stand between me and my destiny. Indeed, this is the tale of how I met Conrad. Now run along. This tale has been spinning for long enough and the Demon King remains unslain. Let us savor this happily ever after for as long as time allows. The end! Oh my God, that was so cute. I've unlocked the extra screen on the main menu. What are the extras? This includes additional scenes that occur after the events of the main story. If you like the game and want to see more, consider purchasing the art book. Go buy the art book, it's $5. This includes all the in-game art, commentary, and 50+ bonus pictures. Thanks for playing Aelfric the Wondrous. I hope you enjoyed the game. Oh my God, I did! Aelfric the Wondrous was so much fun. Aelfric was one of those characters that I was just like rolling my eyes at the beginning of the game, and by the end, I was in love with him. I loved the romance between Aelfric and Conrad, and it was just so wholesome and sweet and dumb. They're such dorks, and I wish that they could be happily ever after forever and ever and ever, because this is just so freaking cute. I love comedy parody games like this. This is adorable. I love them. Guys, go buy this game or something. Like, God. Oh my gosh. That was so much fun. All right. thank you guys so much for coming through. I hope you had fun, and I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods, and I will catch you all next time. All right, y'all. Bye.